Hello friends, my name is Uday. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss about various methods to iterate through parallel lists in Python. So let us try to create two lists of equal length with random values. Let us initialize two lists. So I will use list comprehension method here to initialize two lists for I in range, say for example 1 to 50, and I will store into a list using a list comprehension. So let us try to copy this, create another list, list 2, and with value 1012 Now let's execute the code and let's see, let us print the value. Yeah, so same way, so we are getting the value. Now uh, let us try to print the values of two lists using indices. So let's discuss about how to iterate through the list using indices method, Python indices method. So we can use for I in range length of list 1, any one list we can use because both the lists are having equal length. So for I in range length of list 1, let us try to print the value of list 1. List 1 list 1 of I, and then same way list 2 comma list 2 of I. Okay, let us try to print this too. So yeah, we can we are able to print the list 1 and list 2 value parallelly. But I would like to show you one more thing, that how much time does it take each. I'm going to discuss various methods, and let us see each method, the execution times for each method. So for that I'm going to import time method, time library, import time, and I'm going to use that import time to capture the start time and end time of this piece of code, and then we are going to find the difference between the two time to see how much time does it take. So here we have start time equal to time dot time. Same way we have end time, end time, that is time dot time. Now let us try to print the difference between two. End time minus start time. And now let us run the code, and you can see it takes 0.0289 second to run this piece of code. Now this was method 1 using indices, Python indices, and now let us try to see the same thing using Python zip library. So generally Python zip library that we use is for unpacking any iterable items, either it can be a list or tuple or anything. So Python zip is generally used to unpack a list or tuple kind of thing. So now let us try to iterate to list using zip. So for L1 comma L2 in zip, Python zip of list 1 comma list 2, and print the values. Now I'm going to use this piece of code everywhere. L1 and L2, and let us try to capture the time, start time and end time. Now let's run the code and see how much time does it take. It took 0.027. So this is 0.028 and this is 0.027. This is so you can see that Python zip is slightly better than normal indexing method. And if you have more elements in the list, and then definitely you will see that Python zip is faster than the normal indexing. Now this was all about method 2, and now let's discuss method 3, that is method 3, that is iterating over the loop using enumerate method. So let us create a for loop for I comma, so for example L1 in enumerate of list 1, and now print the value of list 1 and list 2. List 1 L1, and then list 2 comma list 2 of I, because as we know that both the lists are having equal length, so I can use the same indexing index from list 1 to get the value of list 2. And I'm going to use again start and end variable to get the time frame. Let us try to print, and you can see that it takes 0.029 second. So it is slightly taking more time than zip. Now method 4. In method 4 we are going to discuss about our old method, very old method, like looping through the for loop using a counter variable. So for example, I'm going to create a counter variable called count and initialize it with 0, and then I will loop over the list 1, and now I will print the value of list 1, list 1 with I comma list 2 with list 2 of count variable. Okay, but inside each for loop we have to implement the counter variable with 1, and I'm going to use the start and end time here to capture the time frame. And now let us run the code, and as you can see it takes 0.0329 seconds. So using the old counter method to traverse through the list inside the for loop takes the most number of time. So if you want to get more accurate value, what we can do is that we can increase the size of list, and now we'll run the code from beginning and we'll see how much time it takes for each method. As you can see, the first method using indexing, it takes 0.083 second, and using zip it took 0.046. See, you can see it is zip is nearly half the time than normal indexing method. And then using it enumerate, how much time does it take? 0.082. This is double the time of zip. Now let us see how much time does it take for using a traditional counter method. So as you can see, it took 0.2149 second, which is highest among all 4 methods. So what we have concluded is that traditional approach using counter method is not so much productive. So that was all for today. If you love the content, please like and share this video, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. The GitHub link for the notebook will be provided in the description. See you all next time.